Welcome back, Rare Coin Insider. Imagine holding a tiny copper-colored coin in your hand. Something so ordinary that millions of people ignore it every single day, dropping it into jars, leaving it in car cup holders, or tossing it onto store counters without a second thought. Yet hidden among these everyday coins could be a single piece worth an unbelievable fortune. A coin so mysterious and so rare that collectors around the world dream of finding it. And today we are diving deep into the fascinating story of the 2017 United States 1-cent coin, a modern penny that has created endless discussions in the coin collecting world because of rumors, errors, rare variations, and shocking market claims reaching values as high as $20 million. The idea that a simple penny could transform an ordinary person into a millionaire sounds impossible, but throughout American coin history, rare cents have repeatedly stunned the world with incredible auction prices. And that is exactly why this 2017 penny has captured the attention of collectors, treasure hunters, YouTubers, and everyday people searching through pocket change hoping to discover a hidden jackpot. The United States 1-cent coin, commonly called the penny, has one of the richest histories in American currency. The penny has existed since the late 18th century, becoming one of the most recognized coins ever produced by the United States Mint. Over generations, pennies have featured different designs, metals, and historical figures, but perhaps the most famous design is the Lincoln cent, introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Before that moment, American coins rarely displayed real historical people, but Lincoln's appearance on the cent changed coinage forever. Since then, billions upon billions of Lincoln pennies have circulated across America, becoming symbols of daily life, savings, luck, and even national identity. The 2017 penny belongs to the modern Lincoln Shield cent series. On the front side of the coin, known as the obverse, appears the legendary portrait of Abraham Lincoln. His face is instantly recognizable around the world. The portrait was originally designed by Victor David Brenner, whose initials, VDB, can still be found on modern pennies near the shoulder area. Lincoln faces toward the right side of the coin, carrying a calm and thoughtful expression. Above his head appears the famous national motto, "In God We Trust," while the word Liberty is positioned to the left. On the right side appears the date, 2017, along with the mint mark, D, which indicates the coin was struck at the Denver Mint in Colorado. That tiny letter D may look insignificant, but in the world of coin collecting, mint marks are extremely important because they tell the story of where the coin was created and sometimes reveal whether certain rare variations may exist. The reverse side of the 2017 penny features the Union Shield design, introduced in 2010. The shield symbolizes the strength and unity of the United States. At the top of the shield is a horizontal banner containing the words, E pluribus unum, a Latin phrase meaning, out of many, one. This design reflects the unity of American states under one federal government. Across the reverse side, bold vertical stripes and strong lines give the coin a modern and patriotic appearance. At the very center appears the denomination, 1 cent, while United States of America surrounds the design. Even though this coin is tiny, every detail on its surface was carefully created by skilled engravers and mint artists, who wanted the penny to represent both American history and national pride. Now let us talk about the physical specifications of the 2017 penny, because collectors pay close attention to every measurement. The standard weight of this coin is approximately 2.5 grams. That weight is extremely important because unusual weight differences can signal rare mint errors or experimental planchets that may be worth huge amounts of money. The coin has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters and a thickness of about 1.52 millimeters. Unlike older pennies made mostly from copper, Modern pennies, including the 2017 D, are primarily composed of zinc with a thin copper plating covering the surface. Specifically, the composition is 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper. This change in composition occurred during the early 1980s, when rising copper prices forced the United States Mint to switch materials to reduce production costs. Although the coin looks copper-colored, the inside is mostly zinc, making it lighter and cheaper to produce compared to older solid copper cents. The Denver Mint produced billions of pennies in 2017, meaning that most ordinary examples are extremely common. In fact, huge numbers of these coins continue circulating through cash registers, banks, and coin jars even today. Because of this, an average circulated 2017 D penny usually carries only face value, meaning it is worth just 1 cent in everyday transactions. Even uncirculated examples directly from mint rolls or bank boxes generally sell for only a small premium, perhaps a few cents to a couple of dollars depending on condition. So how can stories exist about a 2017 D penny being worth millions of dollars? The answer lies in the fascinating world of rare minting errors, ultra-high-grade specimens, experimental mistakes, and collector speculation. Coin errors are among the most exciting parts of numismatics, the hobby and study of coin collecting. Every coin is created through a complex minting process involving giant industrial machines, dies, metal blanks, and extreme pressure. Occasionally something goes wrong. When that happens, the resulting coin may contain dramatic mistakes that make it unique and valuable. Collectors actively search for these errors because they transform ordinary coins into rare historical artifacts. Some errors are minor and only worth a few dollars, while others can sell for astonishing amounts at auction. One of the most famous error types is the double die error, where parts of the design appear doubled because of die misalignment during production. Another major category includes off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, broad strikes, and coins struck on the wrong metal planchet. Imagine finding a penny accidentally struck on a silver-colored dime planchet or even on a foreign coin blank. Such mistakes are incredibly rare because mint quality control systems are designed to prevent them. However, when rare errors escape into circulation, collectors become obsessed with locating them. Rumors surrounding the 2017 D penny often involve possible error varieties and mysterious rare specimens. Across social media and online marketplaces, claims have appeared suggesting certain 2017 D pennies possess unusual characteristics that could make them worth massive fortunes. Some videos and articles dramatically mention values reaching millions of dollars, especially when discussing hypothetical mint errors or ultra-rare prototypes. While most of these claims are exaggerated or unverified, they continue fueling public excitement because history proves that rare pennies really can become enormously valuable. For example, the legendary 1943 bronze Lincoln said became one of the most famous rare coins in American history because it was accidentally struck in bronze instead of steel during World War II. Only a tiny number escaped the mint, and some examples sold for hundreds of thousands, or even over $1 million. Another famous rarity is the 1955 doubled die penny, which became legendary because of its dramatic doubled lettering visible without magnification. These historic examples show why collectors carefully inspect every penny they encounter, including modern coins like the 2017 D cent. When discussing a market value of $20 million, it is important to understand how internet rumors often grow beyond reality. As of today, there is no officially confirmed public sale of a standard 2017 D penny reaching $20 million. However, in the collecting world, theoretical values sometimes emerge when people speculate about what an undiscovered unique error coin could someday achieve. If a one-of-a-kind mint mistake from 2017 were discovered under extraordinary circumstances, collectors and auction houses could potentially create enormous demand around it. Coin markets thrive on rarity, publicity, historical importance, and collector competition. Sometimes a coin becomes valuable not merely because of metal content, but because collectors emotionally connect with its story. Condition also plays a huge role in determining value. Professional grading companies such as the Professional Coin Grading Service and Numismatic Guarantee Company examine coins under magnification and assign numerical grades based on preservation quality. The grading scale ranges from poor condition all the way to perfect mint state examples. A modern penny graded at the absolute highest level can become surprisingly valuable because flawless examples are much harder to find than people expect. Tiny scratches, weak strikes, discoloration, or contact marks can reduce a coin's grade dramatically. Because billions of pennies are mass-produced and transported in large bags, most coins receive minor damage before ever entering circulation. That means truly perfect examples are exceptionally scarce. Collectors searching for valuable 2017 D pennies often examine coins under bright lights and magnifying glasses looking for unusual features. They inspect the lettering for doubling, study Lincoln's portrait for abnormalities, check the edges for irregularities, and weigh the coins carefully using digital gram scales. Even a small variation in weight may suggest an error planchet or incorrect metal composition. Some collectors purchase entire bank boxes containing thousands of pennies just to search for rare varieties. This treasure hunting aspect makes coin collecting addictive because every roll could potentially contain something extraordinary. Another fascinating aspect of the 2017 D penny involves the symbolism connected to Abraham Lincoln himself. Lincoln remains one of the most admired presidents in American history. He led the United States through the Civil War, preserved the Union, and issued the Emancipation Proclamation, which helped end slavery in America. Because of his legacy, Lincoln-themed coins hold deep emotional and historical significance for collectors. Every Lincoln cent serves as a tiny tribute to a leader who shaped the course of American history. That emotional connection increases collector interest and helps sustain the popularity of Lincoln cents generation after generation. Modern coin collecting has also exploded because of social media and YouTube culture. Viral videos promising hidden treasure in pocket change attract millions of viewers. Titles claiming that ordinary pennies may secretly be worth fortunes encourage people to check jars, drawers, piggy banks, and inherited coin collections. The 2017 D penny became part of this phenomenon as online creators discuss possible rare errors and extraordinary values. Even though many claims are exaggerated for entertainment purposes, they successfully introduced new audiences to the fascinating world of numismatics. At auctions, collector psychology plays an enormous role. Sometimes two wealthy collectors compete intensely for a single rare item, driving prices to unbelievable levels. If a unique 2017 D-era penny were certified by major grading services and heavily promoted through media attention, the resulting demand could theoretically create astronomical offers. This is why stories about million-dollar pennies continue circulating. The combination of rarity, mystery, history, and public fascination creates an irresistible narrative that keeps collectors searching endlessly for the next hidden treasure. As the fascination surrounding the 2017 D penny continued spreading across collector communities, more people began studying the hidden details that separate an ordinary coin from a potentially valuable discovery. What makes coin collecting so exciting is the fact that two coins may look almost identical to the average person, yet one could be worth only 1 cent, while the other might command thousands, hundreds of thousands, or in extreme fantasy scenarios even millions of dollars. The difference often comes down to microscopic details invisible without magnification, and this mystery is what transforms a simple copper-colored coin into an object of obsession. Inside the United States Mint, Coin production is an enormous industrial operation involving precision engineering, giant presses, computerized systems, and strict quality control. Every 2017, the penny began as a blank metal disc known as a planchet. These planchets traveled through high-speed machinery where enormous dies struck the designs into the metal using tremendous pressure. The sound inside mint facilities is deafening, with machines stamping coins at astonishing speed every minute. Yet despite advanced technology, mistakes still happen. Dies can crack, machinery can shift slightly out of alignment, metal blanks can feed incorrectly, or foreign materials may interfere with the strike. These imperfections create the rare mint errors collectors desperately seek. One famous type of error collectors watch for is the off-center strike. This occurs when the coin blank is not positioned properly during the strike, causing part of the design to miss the coin entirely. Some off-center errors are dramatic enough that half the coin appears blank, while the remaining portion displays only partial lettering and images. Errors like these immediately attract collector attention because they are visually obvious and impossible to duplicate artificially without detection. If a dramatic off-center 2017 D penny surfaced in perfect condition, it could sell for far more than ordinary examples. Another possibility involves die cracks and cut errors. Over time, the dies used to strike coins experience tremendous stress. Tiny cracks can form on the die's surface, transferring raised lines onto coins during production. In extreme cases, portions of the die break away entirely, creating large raised blobs or missing design sections on the finished coins. These unusual patterns can become highly collectible, especially if they are dramatic, rare, and well documented by numismatic experts. Collectors also pay close attention to doubled dies. A doubled die error occurs during die manufacturing rather than during the coin strike itself. If the design becomes impressed into the die more than once at slightly different angles, the finished coins may display doubled lettering, numbers, or design features. On some famous doubled die pennies, the date and words appear clearly duplicated without magnification. Such errors become legendary because they are easy to recognize and visually stunning. If a major double die variety existed for the 2017 D penny, the discovery would likely cause enormous excitement throughout the collecting world. The mint mark itself is another important feature. The small D beneath the date tells collectors the coin originated at the Denver Mint. Historically, different mints sometimes produce coins with subtle variations because of differing dies, machinery, or production conditions. Collectors compare coins from Denver, Philadelphia, and San Francisco searching for distinctions in strike quality, color, luster, and errors. Some collectors attempt to complete entire sets of Lincoln cents from every mint and every year, making even modern pennies desirable when found in exceptional condition. When discussing rarity, many people misunderstand an important fact about coin collecting. A coin does not become valuable simply because it is old. Millions of ancient or old coins exist with little value, while certain modern coins can become extremely valuable because of rarity, condition, or errors. The 2017 D penny is modern, but that does not automatically prevent rare varieties from existing. In fact, modern minting technology sometimes creates highly unusual mistakes precisely because of the complexity and speed of production. Another reason the 2017 D penny attracts attention is the growing trend of coin roll hunting. Across America, and even internationally, hobbyists buy rolls or boxes of pennies from banks and search through them one by one. Some collectors spend entire weekends examining thousands of coins under bright lamps with magnifying glasses and digital scales. The process feels like treasure hunting because every coin could contain an overlooked error or valuable variety. YouTube channels dedicated to coin roll hunting have gained massive audiences, with viewers enjoying the suspense of rare discoveries appearing unexpectedly in ordinary bank rolls. The psychology behind valuable pennies is fascinating. Human beings are naturally drawn to stories of hidden fortune. The idea that a life-changing treasure might be sitting unnoticed in a pocket or drawer creates a powerful emotional thrill. This is why stories about rare pennies spread so quickly online. Even when exaggerated, they ignite curiosity and hope. A single viral video claiming a penny could be worth $20 million encourages countless people to inspect their spare change. Most will find only ordinary coins, but the dream itself keeps the excitement alive. The market value of rare coins depends on several major factors working together. The first factor is rarity. If only one or two examples of a coin exist, collectors may compete aggressively to own them. The second factor is condition. Coins preserved in pristine mint state condition are worth dramatically more than worn examples. The third factor is demand. A rare coin connected to a popular series, like the Lincoln cent, attracts stronger interest than obscure coins few people recognize. The fourth factor is publicity. Media attention can increase prices rapidly because collectors suddenly become aware of a coin's existence. In the case of the 2017 D penny, ordinary circulated examples remain common. However, rare errors or unusual specimens could potentially become extremely valuable if authenticated. Authentication is crucial because counterfeit coins and fake error claims exist throughout the market. Professional grading services carefully examine suspected rare coins using microscopes, weight analysis, metal testing, and die comparison techniques. They determine whether a coin is genuine, altered, or counterfeit. Without professional authentication, extraordinary value claims are usually treated with skepticism. Counterfeit coins are a major issue in numismatics. Some dishonest individuals attempt to modify ordinary pennies by adding fake mint marks, altering dates, or artificially creating damage that resembles mint errors. Others plate coins with different metals to imitate rare varieties. Skilled experts can often detect these tricks quickly, but inexperienced collectors sometimes fall victim to scams. This is why serious collectors rely on certified coins graded by trusted companies. Certification provides confidence that the coin is authentic and accurately described. One especially intriguing possibility involves transitional errors. Transitional errors occur when coins are accidentally struck using materials or designs intended for different production runs. These coins become legendary because they represent moments of transition inside mint operations. Historical examples include coins struck on leftover planchets from previous years or on blanks intended for different denominations. If a genuine transitional error involving a 2017 D penny were discovered, collectors would likely consider it a major numismatic event. The color of the coin can also matter greatly. Lincoln cents are often categorized as red, red-brown, or brown based on how much original mint luster remains. Freshly minted copper-plated cents display a bright red-orange appearance. Over time, oxidation causes the surfaces to darken into brown tones. Collectors highly value full red examples because they preserve the coin's original appearance. A flawless 2017 D penny with blazing red luster and perfect surfaces could command significant premiums among registry set collectors competing for the highest graded collections. Registry set competition has become a huge force in modern coin collecting. Online platforms allow collectors to register certified coins and compete for top-ranked collections. Some wealthy collectors spend enormous amounts acquiring the finest known examples of each date and mint mark. Because of this competition, even modern coins graded at the absolute top population can sell for surprisingly high prices. A coin graded 1 point higher than another may suddenly become worth thousands more simply because it ranks as the finest known specimen. The story of the Lincoln cent itself adds even deeper meaning to the 2017 D penny. Since 1909, the Lincoln cent has survived wars, economic crisis, political changes, and technological revolutions. Generations of Americans carried these coins through moments of triumph and hardship. Pennies paid for candy during the Great Depression, filled soldiers' pockets during wartime, and accumulated inside childhood piggy banks across countless households. The penny became more than currency. It became part of daily American culture. Abraham Lincoln's image gives the coin emotional power beyond its monetary value. Lincoln symbolizes honesty, resilience, leadership, and unity. Many collectors feel a strong historical connection when holding Lincoln cents because the design links modern America to one of its most important presidents. Even children often recognize Lincoln immediately from the penny. This universal familiarity helps maintain enduring public interest in the series. Another reason modern pennies generate excitement is because many people believe valuable treasures still remain undiscovered in circulation. History supports this belief. Rare coins have repeatedly surfaced unexpectedly in pocket change, inherited collections, garage sales, and forgotten jars. Some discoveries occurred decades after the coins originally entered circulation. These stories fuel hope that another extraordinary coin may still be waiting unnoticed somewhere in the world. The idea of a penny worth $20 million captures attention partly because it feels almost unbelievable. People love stories where something ordinary becomes extraordinary. A small coin normally ignored by millions suddenly transforms into an object desired by wealthy collectors and museums. Whether or not any 2017 D penny truly reaches such a value, the possibility itself creates fascination. The coin becomes a symbol of hidden opportunity, reminding people that remarkable discoveries sometimes emerge from the most unexpected places. Many collectors recommend checking certain details carefully on 2017 D pennies. They suggest examining the date and mint mark for doubling, inspecting Lincoln's portrait for unusual distortions, studying the shield design for strike abnormalities, and weighing the coin to ensure it matches normal specifications. Some collectors even use microscopes to inspect tiny die markers that distinguish rare varieties from ordinary coins. Patience is essential because valuable discoveries are extremely rare, but the thrill of searching keeps enthusiasts engaged for years. Online marketplaces have also transformed coin collecting dramatically. Today, sellers around the world list coins on auction platforms claiming enormous values for ordinary pennies. Some listings advertise common 2017 D cents for thousands or even millions of dollars despite lacking genuine rarity. Beginners sometimes confuse asking prices with actual market values. In reality, a coin is worth only what a buyer is truly willing to pay. Serious collectors rely on verified auction records rather than exaggerated internet listings when determining realistic values. Still, extraordinary auction results do happen in numismatics. Unique coins with compelling stories have shattered expectations repeatedly throughout history. Famous rare coins, like the 1933 St. Gaudens Double Eagle or the 1794 Flowing Hair Silver Dollar, achieved multi-million-dollar sales because of rarity, historical significance, and collector demand. These famous examples inspire speculation that future modern rarities could someday achieve similar fame if the right circumstances emerged. The mystery surrounding the 2017 D penny continues growing partly because modern coins remain understudied compared to older classics. New varieties may still await discovery. Every year collectors identify previously unknown die varieties, doubled dies, and mint errors hiding within modern coinage. Because billions of coins exist, studying them all is nearly impossible. Somewhere inside those countless pennies could be unusual specimens not yet recognized by experts. That uncertainty keeps collectors searching relentlessly, hoping the next incredible discovery might already be sitting unnoticed inside an ordinary handful of change. As years continue passing, the legend of the 2017 penny keeps growing stronger among collectors, treasure hunters, and ordinary people fascinated by the possibility that something so small could carry extraordinary value. What makes this story so powerful is not just the coin itself, but the dream connected to it. Every person who checks a pocket full of change, opens an old jar of coins, or searches through forgotten bank rolls experiences a moment of possibility, a feeling that maybe, just maybe, hidden among thousands of ordinary pennies sits one rare piece capable of changing everything. Imagine the journey of a single 2017 penny. It leaves the Denver Mint in massive bags filled with thousands of freshly struck coins, shining bright with copper-colored luster under industrial lights. The coin travels to Federal Reserve banks, then to local banks, then into stores, vending machines, restaurants, gas stations, and cash registers across America. It passes through countless hands without anyone noticing anything unusual. A child may use it to buy candy. A cashier may toss it into a drawer without looking. Someone may leave it forgotten under a car seat or inside an old jacket pocket. Yet somewhere during this endless journey, a rare error coin or perfectly preserved specimen could remain hidden in plain sight. That is the magic of coin collecting. Unlike treasures locked away in museums or buried beneath oceans, rare coins can still appear in everyday life. The hunt feels real because discoveries actually happen. Over the years, collectors have uncovered valuable coins in circulation worth thousands of dollars, proving that incredible finds are not merely fantasy. Stories exist of people discovering doubled dies in pocket change, transitional errors in old jars, and ultra-rare varieties inherited unknowingly through family collections. These discoveries transformed ordinary moments into unforgettable life experiences. The 2017 penny represents modern numismatic mystery. Since billions were produced, most examples are common, but rarity in coin collecting often emerges from the unexpected. A tiny die flaw, an unusual strike, a wrong metal planchet, or a perfectly preserved condition can suddenly separate one coin from millions of others. Sometimes rarity is not immediately recognized. Years may pass before experts identify an overlooked variety, causing collectors to revisit old coins searching for hidden treasures missed the first time around. The internet has amplified this excitement beyond anything previous generations experienced. Today, collectors share discoveries instantly across forums, videos, auctions, and social media platforms. A newly discovered coin error can spread worldwide within hours. Photos become viral, discussions explode, and suddenly thousands of people begin checking their own coins for similar characteristics. This digital era transformed coin collecting from a quiet hobby into a global treasure hunt involving millions of curious people. Many young collectors entered the hobby after hearing stories about valuable pennies. They learned how to identify mint marks, weigh coins, inspect details under magnification, and understand grading systems. Some began collecting simply out of curiosity, while others became deeply passionate about numismatic history. The 2017 penny became part of this modern wave of interest because it symbolizes the idea that even recent coins may still contain undiscovered secrets. Professional coin grading also adds another layer of fascination. When a coin receives an extremely high grade from major services, it enters elite collector territory. Tiny differences invisible to most people can separate a coin worth a few cents from one worth hundreds or thousands of dollars. Graders inspect surfaces, luster, strike sharpness, and preservation with incredible precision. A perfect mint state example becomes desirable because surviving flawless coins are much rarer than most imagine. Even fresh from the mint, coins often suffer scratches or marks during transportation and handling. The concept of a penny reaching $20 million may sound unbelievable, but in the world of collectibles, emotion and rarity sometimes create astonishing results. People do not simply buy coins for metal value. They buy history, mystery, prestige, competition, and storytelling. Wealthy collectors compete for ownership of famous rarities, because those coins become symbols of status and passion. If a truly unique 2017 D-Mint error ever emerged with undeniable authenticity and massive media attention, the numismatic world would erupt with excitement. Auction houses, collectors, investors, and news organizations would all focus on that single tiny coin. What makes pennies especially fascinating is their humble nature. Unlike gold bars or diamonds, pennies are overlooked by almost everyone. They are considered the smallest denomination of American currency, often ignored or abandoned entirely. Yet hidden within this humble coin series are some of the most valuable treasures in numismatic history. That contrast creates powerful emotional appeal. The idea that immense value can exist inside something ordinary resonates deeply with people everywhere. There is also something symbolic about the Lincoln penny itself. Abraham Lincoln rose from humble beginnings to become one of the most respected leaders in history. In many ways, the penny mirrors that story. A small coin with little face value can unexpectedly become something extraordinary under the right circumstances. Collectors admire not only the coin's rarity, but also the narrative attached to it. Every scratch, strike, and detail becomes part of a larger historical journey. The Denver Mint, represented by the small D mint mark, plays an important role in this story. Established in the Rocky Mountains during America's mining expansion era, the Denver Mint became one of the most productive minting facilities in the world. Billions of coins passed through its presses over generations. Yet among those billions, rare errors occasionally escaped detection, creating future collectibles that numismatists would later study with fascination. The 2017 D penny continues this legacy, reminding collectors that even modern mint facilities are not immune to extraordinary surprises. Collectors often describe coin hunting as a form of time travel. Every coin carries evidence of the era in which it was created. The 2017 D penny reflects modern America, modern minting technology, and the continuing survival of the penny itself despite ongoing debates about eliminating it from circulation. Many economists argue that producing pennies costs more than their face value, leading to discussions about ending penny production entirely. If that ever happens, modern pennies, like the 2017 D, could gain even greater historical significance as relics from the final era of one-cent coinage. Another reason collectors admire coins is because each one physically touched history. Unlike digital money existing only on screens, coins move through real human lives. A single penny may travel across thousands of miles, pass through countless cities, and connect strangers across generations. Every worn surface tells a silent story. Even an ordinary penny becomes a tiny historical artifact carrying traces of everyday life. The thrill of discovery remains the heart of the hobby. Some collectors spend decades searching without finding a major rarity, yet they continue because the possibility never disappears. Every unopened coin roll carries suspense. Every old piggy bank could hide surprises. Every inherited collection deserves careful examination. This endless sense of possibility keeps the numismatic world alive and exciting. For beginners inspired by the 2017 D penny story, experts often recommend learning the basics carefully. Understanding grading, mint marks, error types, and authentication helps collectors avoid scams and identify genuine opportunities. Patience matters because valuable discoveries are extremely uncommon. However, knowledge itself becomes rewarding. Coin collecting teaches history, economics, art, metallurgy, and attention to detail all at once. A simple penny can open the door to an entire world of learning and exploration. The market for collectible coins continues evolving as new generations enter the hobby. Digital auctions allow collectors worldwide to compete instantly for rare pieces. Coins once hidden in local collections now attract international attention. Modern technology also allows better photography and analysis, helping experts identify varieties more accurately than ever before. Because of this, even recent coins like the 2017 D penny receive serious study from dedicated researchers and enthusiasts. Yet despite all the technical details, prices, and rarity discussions, the emotional side of the story remains strongest. The penny reminds people that value is not always obvious at first glance. Something small, ordinary, and overlooked may secretly hold extraordinary importance. That idea connects deeply with human nature. People love stories where hidden treasures emerge unexpectedly from everyday life. And perhaps that is why the legend of the 2017 D penny continues spreading across the world. Somewhere tonight, someone is probably searching through spare change under a bright lamp, turning over pennies one by one, checking dates and mint marks carefully, hoping to discover something special. Maybe they will find only common coins. Maybe they will uncover a fascinating error. Or maybe, hidden quietly among billions of ordinary pennies, there truly exists a unique 2017 D coin waiting to shock the numismatic world forever. So the next time you receive a penny and change, do not ignore it too quickly. Look closely at Lincoln's face, examine the tiny D mint mark, study the shield on the reverse side, and remember that history has proven impossible discoveries can become reality. Because in the strange and fascinating world of coin collecting, fortunes have appeared where nobody expected them. Legends have started with ordinary pocket change, and sometimes the smallest coin can carry the biggest mystery of all.